Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Pandita ma'am,
Yes, you are audible.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of BCIPS Dwarka, I, Tanushree, along with my colleague Dr. Karu Daswar, would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the first day of our 12th National Conference, sponsored by ITSSR on business transformation and sustainable innovation, an edge to the global circular economy. Today, we are hosting our pre-conference workshop on role of literature review and statistical techniques in publication to high-impact journals. To commence the event on an auspicious note, let us invoke the blessings of Ma Saraswati. May I request our technical team to please play the Saraswati Vandan.
तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा
We all know that literature review and statistical techniques are vital for publishing in high-impact journals. A thorough literature review provides context, identifies gaps, and demonstrates the study's relevance and originality, whereas the statistical techniques ensure that the reliability and validity of the research findings are done through rigorous analysis. Together, they enhance the manuscript's scholarly value and credibility, increasing its chances of meeting the standards of high-impact journals. To make us understand and appreciate the same, as a resource person for this workshop, today we have with us Dr. Rajneesh Ratna. Sir is a distinguished academic and professional with a PhD from IIT Kharagpur, focusing on exploring the dynamics of learning organization, antecedents, and consequences. He also holds an MTech in HRDM from IIT Kharagpur and a BTech in agricultural engineering. Further enhancing his expertise, he has completed certification courses in HR analytics from IIM Rohtak, ERP SAP HR module from CDAC Noida, and a diploma in labor laws from the National Institute of Labor Education and Management in Chennai. With over 20 years of teaching experience, Sir is currently a professor at the Faculty of Management Studies, Gopal Narayan Singh University, Bihar. Prior to this role, he served as an associate professor at GEDU College of Business Studies, Royal University of Bhutan. His industry experience includes working as a project trainee at Tata Metalinks Limited, Kharagpur. He has been recognized with numerous awards, including the International Excellent Achiever Awards 2021 by Saksham Society Jaipur, Best Educator Award 2020 by Bhopal Intellectual Progressive Educational Society, Best Researcher Award 2020 by ICMDR and Best PhD Thesis Award 2019 by ESN Publishers. Additionally, he qualified for GATE in 2000, securing a scholarship for his MTech at IIT Kharagpur. We extend a heartfelt welcome to you, sir. Before I request Sir to take over the session, I would like to remind our audience that we will have the question answer round after Sir's session. So please keep your questions ready, which can be taken up at the end of the session. May I now request Dr. Rajneesh to share his valuable insights with us. Over to you, sir. Sir, you'll have to unmute yourself, sir.
Good morning. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir,
And
you're audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for your elaborated description. And is it possible, can we have one researcher scholar, he or she can respond to my question quickly and will pave the way of our learning? Based on that, is it possible, any research scholar, any faculty, so that I can, I think that will be appropriate way to enhance our discussion. Any one person, please unmute and raise your hand that you are volunteer to answer my question. I'm not having difficult question. I know I'm here to, yes. Madam Malishwari. Ma'am, could you unmute yourself? Madam, is it
We would
possible?
request the technical team to please unmute, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Please tell us.
Yes. Hope you are Malishwari, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're
Ma'am.
perfectly audible, sir.
Ma'am, can you summarize in 2 sentences that when you are writing research paper, what is keeping in your mind? 1 or 2 sentences from where you are starting and where you are ending.
So if
Is
I'm
it
getting
possible?
your, yeah, sir.
My question is, uh, you must have published some research paper.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
being
sir.
forget about the level. Yes, perfect. So when you are writing research paper, from where you are starting and
So we
how you
usually
are
start
initiating.
from, as a researcher, sir, we usually start from literature review. Then we start finding the gaps wherein our research can contribute, sir.
Okay. So the
And then
starting
we
point is
find
literature
the,
only.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then we finding the supporting answers to complete our objective.
Okay. Do you have any
And
target that this year you have to publish this number of research papers or API score or for other requirement or for own development? Do you have such kind of constant that you have to publish this number of research papers?
yes, sir, definitely. As a research scholar, we look forward to have our publication in renowned journals, sir. Be it ABDC, Web of Science, or Scopus.
All right. Okay. So just meeting that requirement, you are publishing paper.
Uh, yes, sir, to fulfill that
Motive behind.
requirement and to have
Yes.
a spirit as a research scholar to contribute in the literature, sir.
Okay. So you are taking from the literature and giving back to the literature, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You are perfectly all right, ma'am. Let me summarize few things. What is expected today when we are writing a research paper? My experience with informal information gathered from my friends and most of the researchers to in practice that we are doing. The gap is where we'll discuss later. First is it is coming from the motive. Motive is what? Our aim is to publish research paper because it is the part of our academic journey. It is going to boost my salary and it is going to fulfill my requirement. Somewhere. Second is, and we are searching it from the literature. This is what, when we are talking about the high impact factor journals, we are aiming for the publication. In practice, we are having two approaches. One is concern with workplace, and second is academically motivated. First is, this is what the biggest gap in, especially in our context, and this claim is not definitely from the literature. This is based on the primary data I have received from my friends and associate research scholars, those who are working with me. And I'll differentiate it. What is the difference? And second is academically motivation is there, academic motivation. And our aim is to publish this number of papers for year so and so. There must be some evidence listed. Some must be Scopus and Web of Science or ICC, or it is at least UGC care listed. First one, I think this is the requirement, and we need to focus especially from our research scholars. They are giving 3 years of more than 3 years of time. So, my opinion, it might be different from other guide and research scholar. We should relate it with the workplace. If it is the problem, it may be concern, problem of HR, it is the problem of
Sir,
marketing, it is the problem of digital marketing. Yes, sir.
sir, your voice is breaking.
It is
Can
the
you try
problem.
without the headphone?
Let me try, sir.
Yeah.
Now, sir, am I audible?
Uh, yeah, you are audible, sir. And can you be little closer to the laptop?
Just a minute, sir. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine, sir.
Is it stable?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. So we are continuing with that one. That academically motivated, we are might be in certain cases. I have seen that already we have decided the variables. This is the variable. This is the population on this product, on this services, on this kind of function of management. We are going to conduct this research. Nothing wrong there. It is acceptable. But concern is without visiting IT firm, I have published more than 10 research papers related to IT professionals, that what is their role efficacy, their job satisfaction, their employee engagement, and so many other variables picked up from HR and organizational behavior. So here, my concern is, and the point I'm trying to highlight is, try to visit your workplace with your scholar without and take the appointment from proper authority. Visit your workplace If it is the problem of psychology, if it is the problem of sociology, it is the problem of organizational behavior, it is the problem of consumer behavior, interact with the portion concerned those who are working there. And then you identify, it might be always there is no problem. It is a problem or it may be your concern that how we can improve that system. And then we need literature from it. In the second case, which is academically motivated, we are searching the variables, we are searching other factors, and based on that, we are trying to incorporate our research title, our variables, our population, and then we are framing the research. Definitely, one and another way, already these things are served and available in the platform of literature review. My contribution, we are trying to differentiate it again from the literature. Hope I'm making sense that if it is the real dissatisfaction of a HR manager or of any manager working or brand manager working in some organization or digital manager working in Samsung. So is it possible for me to have 10, 15, half an hour, 1 hour time to visit that place and just quizzing that what kind of dissatisfaction, what kind of satisfaction you have? It is going to relate it with the workplace and we will able to provide the solution. The aim of research is publication is latter so that wider audience and all related people can get idea and they can adopt it. They can learn from my publication. So you will get better learning, you'll have better satisfaction, and your definitely way of writing will influence when you are writing problem statement or research problem identification. Literature, again, we are reading literature and we are justifying the gap is there. The literature is having the gap. Exactly the same title, same study variables, population, we are keeping everything same, but year is changed. It is different. This is what we are doing in gap analysis. Sorry if I'm going something sarcastic, so please pardon. Related with the workplace, the problem they are facing might be in the first go, we will not able to identify what sort of problem and concern is there and how other variables are related to that. And when you are writing, this is what we are doing problem statement. First is just elaborate what it is. What is the problem exactly there? And if the problem is solved, what you are going to get? And if not, then what could be the consequences of that and impact of that? This will help you. Might be it will be appearing to you very hazy or lengthy. Professor, what you are suggesting, who is having that much of time? Agree. Working professional, especially in the private concern, we don't have that much of time, but now it is day by day, and already it is the practice of developed nation and many leading BA schools. They have made it the part of industrial visit is the part of BA schools management, especially workplaces. If it is from the hotel industry, or it is from the hospitality, or it is from tourism, or it is from visit is yearly, once and twice is required to the workplace so that you can relate yourself better. And here we can see the gap is there. What is we are doing in syllabus, and that syllabus is already outdated in industry. Industry has moved to the next level. And by the time when we are reaching there, already that practice has crossed 10, 15 years. So in this way, my suggestion is that motive behind conducting a research definitely will publish. Publication is one of academic motivation is there. We will do that. But better we can start from workplace by visit, by virtual visit, by taking input from the concerned person working there, in the recruitment selection, what kind of problem they are facing. Do you think literature is some extent will able to justify, but real problem it is not coming, and this is the problem. It might be, I'm repeating, I'm being sorry for that, but this is what expected, and this will lead, definitely give you the edge for getting consultancy work. There's a wider platform dream for all researcher and academician, that whether it is big organization, a small organization, problem and issue is short or it is elaborated. If we are getting a touch of consultancy work, this is going to relate it to the workplace, what is being practiced in the industry. Industry, I'm using workplace, that might be audiences from the psychology, sociology, and other social science background. Hope all audience is not from business management and other professional courses. Professional courses, we have the defined workplace, but all these are coming either coming from the society or it one and another way related to the nation. So my point here is, first aim is to search, visit, connect, establish a connect with workplace and identify. Here you need to be very smart. That problem is explained in different way because maybe the practicing manager is not expert of literature review. Practicing manager is not expert of research and publication part. You need to search it from the literature. So second step, your literature is coming, that this kind of practice, what would be the exact name, and it will help you for identifying your variable. This is what, and it is, that's why it is compulsory when you are publishing a paper, keywords are there. Keywords are defined, relating and leading to that this specific name is given to so and so practice. So, and after that, we can take the help of each and every step of our research. Literature is definitely inevitable. We cannot expect our publication without research. But one is I'm taking the support after visiting the workplace, and then I'm identifying the list of possible variables. Role stress, time management, stress management, then role clarity, ambiguity, whatsoever may be. How this is defined in literature and how to measure. This is what. So starting from identification of variable, measurement, and then we can lead to the next level of our data collection, framing, defining, sampling technique, tools, statistics based on objective, what kind of a statistical tool, which software is appropriate for that. So first point that I have differentiated with summation with all respect, that maybe you're not able to publish more than 1 or 2 research papers in a year. If you are publishing one, I'm telling you, your classroom discussion, teaching, learning process will be far better than the academically motivated publication related visit. You will get lots of example realized. Earlier it is from the book, it is from the other online sources. Your own example will differentiate your teaching learning process and will have the effective teaching learning. This is the first aim as a teacher. This is our response. Second is academically motivated. I was supposed to be promoted to professor. Right now I'm associate professor. My API is so and so, and it is condition given by ordinance of my university that at least you have to have this number of publication. Then only you will promote it. You will get opportunity to guide your research scholar. That means the research scholar will be allocated to you if you have published 2 Scopus publications. That time I'm not having sufficient time to go for a real life or workplace related research. Definitely I'll go with the literature and I'll search 3-4 variables. No, list it. Then I'll search possible literature reviews available or not, and we are doing. Hope I'm clear to this point. If we have any doubt, we'll discuss. Then I'll talk about two approaches of research and what is the role of literature review. Any question?
No, sir, not yet.
Thank you. Next is it possible to show my PPT? I don't have much PPT, but few points I need to highlight.
Yes, sir, you can share the PPT.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question regarding things that what are the first semester subjects for studying for MBA finance?
You are
Yes,
in
sir.
MBA finance.
I would
Just 1
request
minute,
you.
ma'am, 1 minute. You are
Okay.
finally a student of MBA, right?
MBA finance.
MBA final year.
No, sir. First, I am admission. I have taken admission in the first year, first semester.
First semester.
This is a
Here, just go through the
yeah.
course outline. In the course outline, you must be having business research methods or research methodology paper,
Okay.
right? So right now you focus on the course curriculum shared with you, and whatever the teachers are delivering in your lecture, capture that. Once you have
Okay,
the
sir.
understanding of business and management, and might be in second, generally research methodology used to be in second or third semester, that paper is meant for teaching you how to conduct research and do your publication.
Okay.
Hope I have answered your question. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Bharadwaj.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, coming to the next point. I think my PPT is there.
Yes, sir, just
Is
a
it
second.
visible?
Dear participant,
Journals, articles, publication, right? Literature review. This is what just one or two definition is there. Documentation of comprehensive review of published and unpublished work from secondary sources. Area of specific interest to the research. Literature review is integral part of entire research process. I'll prove it that how it is entire integral part of inevitable part of research process and almost every operational step. Look at this. You must be having the question what to put in and what not to do. Now, before going this, I look at here. Those who are in the academics and doing research, we are following two research approaches. One is deductive, another is inductive approach. Deductive approach is with the help of literature, we are developing a concept, theory, or framework. And then with the help of data, we are testing that. Inductive is explore the data to develop theories which are then tested against the literature. See, two approaches are there, and we cannot expect a research without literature review. But one and another way, how it is fulfilling the requirement of our research approach. Deductive approach, with the help of literature, different leadership theories there, and Herzberg theory is there. Based on that, I'm doing some modification, testing it with the data, and declaring or confirming that my model is fit, acceptable, this kind of association is there, and this theory is so and so. When we are going for exploratory research, so what we are doing, data is already there, and with the help of data, we are asking spaces, help me to identify the dimensions and variables. So data is helping you the components, and then we are proposing a concept and theory. After that, we are justifying, means compare and contrast with existing literature, that this theory is how much similar to the existing theory and how much it is different to it. So all the research that we are doing in this area, it is having two approaches, deductive and inductive approach. Deductive approach is starting with literature, ending with validating with data, and inductive approach is starting with data and ending with the support from the literature. Inductive approach is not that much question. Definitely, we have the question that how it is possible without having the objective and identified variable, how and why we can proceed for data collection. It is possible. Definitely, we will have the basic idea, but we are not having clear about the function, about concept or different factors it is there. Inductive will help you. That exploratory research is to help you that yes, these are the possible and half-state model of culture, irrespective of your specialization. Half-state model of culture is developed following the inductive, or after the second stage when it was modified, it was deductive, again inductive, and finally we are practicing in industry and we are conducting research on that. So first point that I have started, that we can start from the workplace and then we can take the support from the literature in the form of identifying, not just in the form of writing literature, but it will help you to develop the scientific and technical process of research. It is definitely. Second is either we are starting with deductive or inductive. In both the cases, we need literature to support. One is in the beginning of the research, other is at the end of the literature, or maybe it is ongoing research. Lots of classification is there. And this is the literature review process. Hope it is visible to all. And see, Saunders is three authors book is there, and it is especially designed for the business research methods. So this is taken from the source and see from where it is research question. So we have started with the problem identification, writing problem statement, research question. After reviewing or visiting, identifying, discussing, we will raise the question. And then here, when you are raising your question, we have to be identifiable variables in that case. It is your prerogative to decide. These factors will be independent variables, these factors will be dependent variables, or I'm trying to raise the level. So I'm just going to develop a chain reaction that how one is having impact on intervening is having impact on that, and this is what, and this is the available in the software, whether you can follow the MOS on smart PLS, the same link can be tested and validated. So point is identify the parameters and variables, and this is wrong list. We need to raise the level here again, somewhat. Just publication, one variable will be okay. Somewhat level, two variables we can include. But when we are having set of independent and dependent variables, we can go for the intervening role of third variable, relationship between so and so, job satisfaction and organizational performance, mediating role of time management, mediating role of strategy management, mediating role of competitive advantage, whether it is mediating or it is moderating or mediated moderation. So almost 74 different models was suggested based on the permutation and combination of variables. But if we are able to do that, first two levels we are doing 3, 4, 5, mediated moderation, moderated mediation, moderation, and then combination of that. I think this part is going to add value to your, and definitely your contribution to the existing literature would be different. Here, definitely we can take the help from the literature that this variable has been treated in the form of dependent variable, in the form of independent variable, in case of moderation, but between two and this variable, mediation and moderation of this variable is not tested. So this is what I have started. If I'm going away from the topic, Singh sir and madam just stop me. That professor stop. You are going too much away from our expected outcome. So what to put in and what not, it is okay. This is what the elaborated is. Following the steps. Look from the bottom. Research question, before resource question, our problem statement, identification of our problem. Then it is research question, and in research question we have to be very specific from the literature already being practiced terminology we can use, because it is having support of the literature. And again, you may get the standardized questionnaire. Then define the parameters, generate and refine the keywords, what we have discussed, and again conduct the search and open literature, evaluate, record that how much support you are getting, because one constant is there when we are now, it is not a problem, but exactly 20 years back when we are supposed to write a research paper, our one important concern was whether literature will review will be available, and that time we need to take the permission from so and so library. We are finding a relative friend or so-called distant relative also. Is it possible I'll get the appointment from so and so university? I need to visit this library and I have to compile some literature work from related to my topic search. So this is available on your finger point. Tuck, 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 tuck. You can Google, you can visit to the publisher's website and identify and refine your keywords. Start drafting your review. Yes, review is not just summary of the research paper. It is many more things that you are, and it will help you to identify the gap in terms of demographic, in terms of population, in terms of geographical dispersion, in terms of methodology, research methodology the person has adopted, in terms of audience. So here again, the literature review is paving the way, guiding you that what kind of thing you have to incorporate in your research publication process. Conducting research is the different, and publishing we need to refine and take the help of literature. If it is possible, next step, and this is what we are facing when we are going for PhD evaluation and guiding our research scholars, that already data collection is completed, and then we are writing in chapter 3 asking the researcher, please write pilot study. We can see the difference. Writing pilot study, just it is fulfilling the requirement documentation if one or more than one statements are there which is not fitting or not meeting the requirement to be included. Yes, we have defense for that. That is pilot study, but content wise, this statement is important and we are keeping for. If possible, conducting pilot study once and twice, first level you will be able to. If factor load is standardized questionnaire or it is self-designed questionnaire, if factor load is not meeting the minimum requirement, it's our responsibility to search, identify that whether a statement is ambiguous, is it giving the same meaning for which it is designed, respondent is receiving in the same way, or we need to modify here. Is that a statement is applicable? Is it measuring the perception of that respondent? If such question is there where we can respond yes and no, then what is the meaning of like a hypothetical question? Question should be, a statement should be in such a way that it is measuring your perception, your attitudinal measurement. It should not be, yes, some questions there in psychology, dichotomous one, where we can have the clear demarcation of yes and no. But in case of attitudinal research, perceptual research, this is all in social science we are doing the perceptual research only. So give the wide range. If you want more sensitive, increase like a 5-point scale to 7 and 9-point scale, so that the person will not have exactly the corresponding yes and no form. If all are coming strongly against yes, it is supposed to vary. Variability must be there. Then again, you are going for data collection, conducting your research, finding blueprint already we have defined, and that again, that place also, the literature review is helping you how, what are the important points we need to incorporate on. When you are writing literature, we have to pay attention on two things. Whether you are following narrative citation or you are following parenthetical citation. Narrative is the part of your story, a statement, and parenthetical is given at the end of the sentence within parentheses. So, or mix of that is also acceptable, but not, don't follow that one. Uh, it is given in a missed word, reference and bibliography contained, because it is somewhat, it is not appropriate. Again, manual work is required. Your statement is starting with the parenthesis. Bracket is there, parenthesis, year so and so, and the last name of author. Right. So that is not the appropriate way. Manual work is required. To don't follow that word, RMS word reference guidelines. Go manually or take the help of other writing platform. Follow narrative style. Then last name of author and year will be the part of the statement. And last, second one is parenthetical. We can put it into the bracket with the last name of author, comma, and then comma or semicolon, and then year. If it is repeating again and again, then we can take the last name of first authors and with addition of at all years so and so. If the same year author is having more than one publication, then we can differentiate it with writing with the year A, B, C, D, like that. So this way we are completing our literature review writing, but each and every step we need to verify. Until the time I have explained that you have reached to the pilot study again guiding you to revisit the literature and find out that why this statement is. If it is not applicable, factor mode is not coming acceptable. Okay, we can do one thing, we can refine. No, we can refine the statement. Make sure it is not measuring more than one aspect of your variable, only one aspect. So ambiguity will not be there. Respondent is having a clear understanding. Then only you can expect a possible revision and modification. Now, pilot study is conducted. If it is the part of your PhD, do this revision, incorporate, and then you proceed for the final data collection. Definitely, you will get acceptable. Now it is, everybody is talking about SCM, but basically it is what? Regression only, multiple regression. It is okay. That this it is giving you the visual presentation of your result in summarized way, crisp, and easily we can see these are the variables, how they are related, positive or negative association, what kind of what is the strength of their relation, means regression weight or coefficient of correlation. Then the final data collection that we are conducting from the stakeholder who need to elaborate, but it should be from the right person, those who have practiced, those who have experienced that process. And then this we have to fulfill the statistical requirement, and this is what we are doing, that we are fulfilling one another way, but somewhere when we are not getting appropriate or acceptable result, it is disturbing, and then we are doing looking at okay, normality check kya nahi kya, then what is that, whether it is following the normal distribution. If it is not following normal distribution, okay, we need to go for the non-parametric analysis. Long list of work is there, but important trigger is look at the spiral here again and again. Literature is there to help you. Nowadays, literature review is not a big deal or hurdle for us because so many platforms, online platforms are there. Almost all journals, they are having online access, at least up to abstract. This will help you to identify and take the support. If you're finding that similarity is there, that this research is similar to your nature, then again you can go back and retrieve the full length paper from the publisher. You will have the better understanding. Some open access journals are there, and that way each and every starting from problem identification, research question, research objective. Yes, technically hypothesis is the part of your objective part. So here literature is not required, but how to write you will get from the literature. And we have started this discussion with identifying, refining with keywords, variables, then finding questionnaire for data collection, standardized instrument, collecting, testing it from the testing one stage to the pilot study. And pilot study is supporting your result, then definitely proceed. If not, we need to think and revisit the literature to have flawless clear understanding of research question. Then next level, we can move for the data testing. When you are doing the testing, if this kind of homework is already completed, always you will have the favorable result. One and another case, we are finding that a stress is having positive impact on performance, and another is saying, another set of researchers is saying that the stress is not having positive impact on the work. We are having our own notion for that, our own understanding that how stress is influencing my performance. And two different justification is available in literature. So again, when we are writing the result, when we are writing conclusions, suggestion, recommendation, literature is there to support your finding and to contradict your finding. So at least expectation that we are talking about the high impact journal is, and we have seen when I'm doing this PhD evaluation, and one and another way we are finding some gap is there. The gap is what? In literature review, we have listed, might be, for example, 10 research papers. So when you are writing that, our focus is the last name of author and year, and it must be related to my variable. What is the finding? What is the objective? What kind of test is used there? Measure and focus is finding. Now, when you are in the position of when you are writing conclusion, generally we used to have what to write here. So first is what is the outcome of your data analysis, and this finding is going with the line of literature review you have cited related to that particular objective and hypothesis, and compare and contrast and elaborate. If result is in the line of your literature, elaborate it. You can cite more literature review that so and so is also finding flaw. If not, it is completely contradicting that one is saying the positive impact is there, another research is saying that it is negative impact. So what to do? In that case, we need to find the possible reason behind that. Why? Why so and so difference is there? Is it because of the audience? Is it because of the country? It is because of the society? It is because of the culture? It might be that so and so product and brand is not common whatsoever. And last step, what we are writing? Future scope of the research. Limitation is there. Future scope means what is left and what possible topical relevant factors we need to include for conducting this research. So research is definitely, Madam told that this should be the first step. Yes, I agree. But I have added one more step for before going for the literature related with the workplace and what it is not. So I think I have proved That literature is an integral part of your entire research process and makes a valuable contribution to almost every uh, operational step. I have justified that. And some 4 points are what is expected. This I have already explained. Wait. Much more than the summary of previous research in your field. Whether it is,
So, so your slide is not
yes, ma'am.
changing. So your slides are not
Is it?
changing.
Oh, okay, wait. Now,
Yes, sir. Now it has changed. Now it's a different slide. Now we are at slide
now
number 6. Yes, sir.
is it changing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's changing now.
Okay. Now, one important point that was supposed to elaborate here. Yeah, already I've explained, but again we need to discuss this. It will help you to conduct a preliminary search of existing material. We are starting, we are having less time. Within 3 months, 6 months, I have to go for the publication. So definitely, I'm going to through this idea that look at the workplace, identify the variables, audience from where I can get easily data and conducting research and submitting them. But it is helping you for search of existing material. It will help you to organize valuable ideas and findings. When we are talking about the high level journals, start focus on that and look at from sentence 1, some kind of citation is there. Citation is what it is doing. It is giving a strength to your argument that it is taken from so and so. It is helping you to, because it is academically motivated. So academically, we have to justify why I'm doing it. Gap analysis is not sufficient, but in the writing part, I have to relate it that we were started from here and we are reaching to that place. And this journey is no in the form of a story writing, not exactly a story writing, but yes, we are following the narrative style. So a story is there. We are trying to establish the connect with my title, with my introduction, through my literature review. Next is other research that may in the progress. What are the other research work done in this area? And how my research would be different from others. So generate the research idea. This is what exactly this 80-90% of research scholar and professors are doing this. And then you can develop a critical perspective. But in this spiral, we have understood that start from whether it is from the workplace or it is from the literature, that is starting with research problem. Before research problem, it has to be linked with your problem statement or need and rational or significance, whatsoever the way we can define and we can justify our publication. And try to establish, apart from the literature, when we are aiming, as it is suggested in my title discussion, we are aiming for high level of publication and high impact factor journal. There should be a proper link, establish a link with title. No need to put the blurry language. Then you can follow the Emerald Publishers guidelines, 12 words. They're asking about the maximum. You can go up to 12 keywords. So try to avoid a flurry statement for research. It is hardcore scientific and technical process. Be specific, precise, and define that. Your title must justify that what are the variables you have, or it will give a broader idea of that. It is very easy for you to link your research question and objective. No, it must dance on the same floor. That title is giving next two steps. What are the possible research question and getting the answer of research question? These are the objective. Then role of objective is, this is what at the end of my research I want to achieve this one. Answer my research
मैंने उनको
question.
कॉल किया था, अभी मेरा उधर ही लेक्चर था ना डिप्लोमा में, तो वो तो ऑडिटोरियम में बैठे हैं, कह रहे अभी हमारा वो सिस्टम पता नहीं।
Any problem, ma'am?
Shalini ma'am, please mute yourself.
Hello. Any problem?
No, sir, everything is fine. We can go ahead.
Okay. So developing a critical perspective and have a number of functions. Bring clarity and focus to your research problem. Yes, already I've explained. Then methodology, this is what. So it is not only in the literature. If you go through that complete research paper, it will help you. What are the possible tests that we can apply? Exactly. Sample and sample size determination, how to calculate that, your population, your sampling technique, tools, statistical methods. Broaden your knowledge based in your research area. Yes. Conceptualize the findings. So rightly said by Madam in the beginning of the session that yes, literature beneath each and every step, and it should be our first step to start first or second, whatsoever, depending upon from where we are starting. But at the end of the session is, again, it is surviving, or no, it is giving you the clear idea that what is left. And if you can study the limitation and future scope of the research of 2 to 3 research papers, you will get a new title, new variable, with somewhat different variables for further writing and publication work. Now, the topic we have started is how to reach to the high impact factor journal. Sorry. High impact factor journals is alignment was important, title, objective, hypothesis. Now, two different approaches for writing the hypothesis. One
Sorry
is
to disturb you, sir. Slides are not
sorry.
moving.
Sorry, ma'am. Not visible.
It's stuck. Yeah, now it's moving. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So this part, clarity, conceptualizing the finding, and coming end of the session. So research problem, relation, already I've explained, but this is what it is going to give a wider scope. One point I want to highlight here is, yes, this is one. Effective reading and writing part. You must have practiced comprehension and synthesis, no? Precise writing. This is what we need to follow here. Reviewing and accounting, summarizing, comparing and contrasting. Just don't take it as a literature, as it is going to increase my plagiarism, and what would be the right source of platform and software which will help me to minimize the blank. Yes, it is an important factor for publication. We need to minimize it, but the important part here is it is not just for the writing, it is supporting you each and every step of the research. So this is what evaluate, relate. This is capacity to relate what? Capacity to relate that you read other information. How you can conceptualize, develop, why I am reading this, What is the author trying to do in this writing? How convincing is this? What use can I make for this reading? What is takeaway from this reading to my research work? And then we need to practice it. No, different, no need. So we can, from my side, I have elaborated. If anything left, we can have a discussion. And I think some suggestions. Sir is here. Singh sir, are you there? The topic I'm supposed to. Any question from the audience?
No, sir. No questions.
Please make it interactive. Otherwise, it is giving me a sense that I'm talking to my laptop only.
Participants, please, if you have questions, you can ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I'm asking participants to ask the questions.
Yes, please. Hope I'm clear.
Or if you're not able to unmute yourself, you
Elaboration.
can put them in chat box.
And if you have
Am
any
I
question
audible?
related to research, you can may raise, they can may ask. Not exactly, but it should be related to the literature review.
So there is a question which has popped up.
I think one message is there in the group.
Yes.
I'm unable to lead.
So what are the criteria for assessing the quality of research studies?
Criteria
What
for high
are-
quality. See,
Yeah,
you can visit Emerald Online, Springer, then many leading publishers are there. The owner of that database, Scopus, Ender Science, visit and then look at the journal. Journal is having its impact factor. This is having maybe some publishers, they are able to update you that this many downloads has been completed. This number of times it is downloaded. This number of views we have. Important is high impact factor is we can search from the impact factor of the journal. Impact factor of journal is important in that case, and listing indexing of that journal is important. Whether it is available in Scopus or Web Science or it is ABDC. So from there, it will help you, to get idea that impact factor is the important, but relevance to your research is important. Yes, when you have already decided that you want to publish in this journal, at least try to have citation from that journal. You can take 3, 4, 5 citation, possible citation. You are updating the editor reviewer that you have the thorough understanding of this journal and aims and objective. Based on that, you are developing your paper so that that research paper can meet the expectation of and scope of that journal. So citation from that journal is important. High impact journal is important, but we need to draw a line here that taking from any publisher, it is okay. But in journal citation is important when you are moving for publication process.
Sir, Sarika ma'am, question. Sarika, you have raised your hand.
Yes, ma'am. Sir, I want to ask how to handle large volume of literature review.
Sorry, ma'am.
I mean, how to handle if we are having large volume of literature review. I mean, how to
Yes.
organize.
First is with your same title, means title is variables and matching is there, and you're finding lot many. Uh, I think I have interpreted your question that lots of research is available, literature review is available, how to sort. So in research and publication process, the life of research paper is assumed to be 5 to 10 years. So follow the chronological order, latest first, and then you can go in the backward direction. Up to 5 years. So one filtering is done. If you are having big literature review with the year, last 5 years, the screening is done. With the relevance, you can then before going for the relevance, okay, from for last 5 years we are having 25. Oh, 25 is too big number to cite in my research paper. So then go to the journal and see how much impact factor it is having. Taking citing research paper or from a reputed means high level journal, it is going to add value to that. Another focus is filtering. We can here is same publisher. First, my aim is to take from the same journal. Suppose I'm trying to publish it from the management science. So management science, and the latest publication on management science. Then other publishers or from the same publishers. High impact factor is there. We can. So that way we can filter that one. In terms of country, in terms of better things will come. But start from the year, last 5 years. Focus the research scholar, research publication, last 5 years. If not, 10 years. When we are not getting at all, we are taking 20, 30 years. But if it is PhD work and we need to cite some theory and concept, so year is not a constant. We can cite it from any, whether it is 100-year-old concept, because it is still it is practice. Hope I have answered.
So there is another. Thank you so much, sir, for answering. There is one another question. Ms. Maleshwari is asking that how many references should be included while aiming for Scopus publication?
Ma'am, you are not audible. Just 1 minute.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are
Hello?
audible.
Yeah. So there is another question. Maleshwari ma'am is asking that how many references should be included while aiming for Scopus publication?
See, Scopus publication means you must be clear with the name of journal. This journal, who is publisher, and then you can visit the other issues and volume after that. Take the content, make it in the writing form, include, right? But it should be related to your topic, not just at the part of. And sometimes when we are doing the review of any paper, generally IMREL and Inner Science, they are sending paper to me for review work. One factor that we have to evaluate whether a researcher has incorporated possible research work. Any theory is missing. And basis of that, we have to justify, yes, it is captured, or this citation is needed. This paper will add value. Citing this paper will add value to your publication. So somewhat you have to, from the writer's, author's perspective, yes, I have included all, but wide range is there. And digitalization is giving you a wide platform. It is not possible for a research scholar to incorporate all. But at least the reviewer suggestion would be there that same journal, then the same publisher, and then if it is something theory and concept, which is very important, which is missing you, gap they are finding you are not able to relate. You have proposed, but already such a theory is approved and developed by Shansu. So, and that time they will suggest you. But you can follow with no appropriate title with clear mindset that this is my aim research paper. Next step, include that one, that a wider perspective is captured. Not just in literature, when you are elaborating your conclusion and discussion round, cite that one, compare and contrast that one. It is giving you the more elaborated. Thank you. Hope I have answered the question. Any other question,
Sir,
ma'am?
yes, sir, there is another question by Anakha T. Nair. She is saying that
Just
what
1 minute.
is the
1 minute. 1 minute.
yeah.
Yes, now your question.
Yeah, sir, she's asking that what is the difference between systematic and thematic review?
Correct. Systematic is you can follow one set, some order, and follow. Means order in terms of chronological order, or in terms of uh, this one, alphabet of the last name of author. You are giving some order in the systematic writing. Thematic is neither with alphabetical order of the authors nor chronological order. You are trying to develop a story, one paragraph meaningful story, and citing one after another. I have started that man is the most valuable asset of organization, cited by so and so. So why? Because they have the potential to grow and enhance their uh, knowledge and skill with proper time. Another citation is there. So when one paragraph writing, it is giving a meaningful outcome. But when you are following the citation, irrespective of year, author, publisher, you are not giving any order. Just one page writing, a story type writing, but each and every almost alternate sentence is cited from other source. So might be one citation is 1985, other is talking about 2024, but after reading the paragraph, it is giving you the sense. So this is the thematic writing. And systematic is you are giving certain order for that, whether it is chronological or alphabetical or some other factor you have used that based on the methodology, those all researchers they have used exploratory research. So based on that, this is the finding. Hope I have answered your question.
Thank you, sir, for answering. So there is another question. The research scholar is asking that what are the softwares available for the literature review? Are there any softwares?
Yeah. Literature review, I will not advise you. If you are having sort of time, you can use that one. No, but taking it from one source, taking the help of software, it will help you to modify. Modify, okay. But problem is when you're using one software, the research paper is visited by 300 people. Already they have downloaded. Same paragraph, they are taking it from the source and putting to the software. Paraphrasing is software is definitely it is having its own way to paraphrase. And when you are going for a flag check, again the same thing is appearing. And you'll say it is no citation is there. Already your flag is there, reduced to certain level, but first level you can take and write in your own words, paraphrase that. Meaning is clear, and active, passive voice, and past tense. Only if you are clear with these three terms of grammar in your writing, your 70-80% writing will be completed. So start with the author, last name of authors, year, with finding. Second step, if you are taking it and it is talking about the research work is conducted between so and so on bank employees working in the banking sector, and then you are talking about the finding, better you can change the statement and write in your words, own words, that Sarma and Ratn no revealed that there is a positive interaction between CRM practices and customer satisfaction based on evidence received from the research done and so on. When you change the structure from the source, it is possible that you will get 5 to 10%, 20% plagiarism. Then you can take the help of that software, because this is your original writing. Because of limited variables and keywords, some similarities coming, but after reframing and summarizing, paraphrasing done at your level first, and then you take the help of software. That so many software, Spinbolt and Quillbolt. But when you have the sort of time, it is just fulfilling the paperwork. No, it is not resulting into the learning outcome. So time is there. You can follow the software with caution. One attempt is required from your side to write your own words. You will have less than 5% of plagiarism.
So
Otherwise,
can we say
already
that?
other person has copied, they have changed, and you are taking, it is already published. So 2-3 times if you are paraphrasing and writing it again and again, then might be possible your similarity index will become, it will reduce and it will less. Better first level, your own paraphrasing, own sense, then by changing the structure and all those. Second step, you can take the help. You will have less than 10 plagiarism.
So, sir, can we say that this is the limitation of AI we have in the research? That
No, so
again, if
now
we
software
have
is
to conduct the literature
now.
review, we have to do it on our own.
Yes, ma'am. See, last this forget about 2024, 22 to 23. No, the use of AI content, and they are helping you to writing your literature and all those good English, somewhat technical, mechanical English was used there. But now software is available, whether you are following the drill bit or you are using Turnitin, one option is there, AI based content, and it is
Okay.
revealing completely that this part of this percentage, like other sources, AI is having its own. So again, it is wastage of time. Again, you are going for paraphrasing. So better you can do homework one at a time, and second step, you can take the help. Don't use AI if it is classroom assignment, might be you can use, or you have to give the presentation. But in the process of publication and research work or thesis work, definitely it is not advisable to use, because software is available now. They can detect that this percentage you have, took the help of
AI.
AI tool. All right.
So another, yes, sir. So another question is that apart from identifying the research gaps, what other things we can describe in our observation and learnings from the literature review?
We are getting support, how to frame our title,
Okay.
what we are supposed to write in the title, impact, influence, no, relation, association, development of questionnaire, or reliability and validity of the instrument. So this literature will help you for selecting your title. Aim of title is leading publishers, they are saying, they are giving condition for that, that your word limit should not be more than 12. If you follow the APA guidelines are saying for the thesis work, there should not be more than 15 words. So make sure your title is sufficient sounding, and this learning you can take from the literature or you can take it from the expert with you. So literature is guiding. Then writing, what are the important factors we have to include into the abstract? Emerald is having 4, 5, 6 points. That rational should be there, objective should be there, methodology should be there, finding should be there, implication, and originality or value addition. But other publisher, they're saying no need to write a rationality, whether it is 2 or 3 sentences, directly start with. Some other is saying that you can write in the form of paragraph, but content is almost same. That objective should be there, brief introduction of your methodology, then finding, and then what your this suggestion and recommendation, and how your study is different from others. How to select keywords that will get from the literature. What should be the flow of my literature? Introduction. Always we are having confusion. Introduction. Major 5 topics we are covering: review of literature, methodology, data analysis, interpretation, conclusion, and recommendation. Then where we can incorporate problem statement. So this will be the part of your research methodology. What is the need and rationale of this study? What is the significance? That this will be the part of your introduction. Where to write research gap. So literature reviews, chapter 2, you are having 3 variables, the relationship between A and B, then B and C, then A and C. Finally, if all 3 variables are involved, how they are associated with each other. So 4 headings are there, and fifth heading 2.5, research gap. So this research, how it is different from your research, what is not captured in that one. So this is again from the literature. What are the important points that we need to incorporate our research methodology? What's research design? Descriptive. Is it exploratory? It is hypothesis testing. How to decide our sample size? Which method we can use? Literature will help. Then describing your standardized questionnaire, writing in the form of acceptance and rejection of your hypothesis, conclusion. So each and every step, literature review importance is there, but important is check the paper, published paper from the journal where you are trying to publish. So your 50% formatting framework flow will be defined there.
So there is another question. The question is that, the question is that how to cite a single author if published 3 to 4 papers in the same year.
Then no problem. You can publish 3, 4, 5, 10. That is also okay. But it should be clear. Your focus, your area of specialization, your research interest must be defining that. And it is in the Central University and most of the reputed leading university, we can see the teacher is, the professor is defined with research interest. And it is displayed in the digital platform or somewhere so that research scholar can relate. My area is, my topic of interest is so and so, and this professor is having publication in that area. So in year 3 to 4 publication, but you must be clear that my domain is, my area of specialization is so and so, and this publication should be related to that. It should not be like that. One publication in the finance, one is in economics, one is information technology, one is from the education, other is from so area. If you have interest other than, means apart from your own specialization, then 1 year you can dedicate. I was interested to learn Internet of Things, or I was interested to practice that how AI is, artificial intelligence is working in education system. So you can see to 2001 to 2000, 2022, my publication was in that area only. During pandemic, I realized that before being a teacher and publishing research paper in my own specialization, I should focus on teaching learning process, and then I published paper in that area only. That how teaching learning process, what is, how we can measure the academic performance, how to have effectiveness of teaching learning process, what is academic performance, how it is related with that, what is the peer pressure when you are studying, parental pressure, what is academic anxiety. So some was published, some is in the pipeline. My area is that you can dedicate 1 year, that this year is from the brand management, this year for the teaching learning process, this way. Means it is giving a clear understanding of the researcher. No, I haven't met that one, but going through the paper, I can identify, oh, this person is having interest in digital marketing, this person is having interest in brand. Research papers should define your research interest, not, although the government and university is promoting that we should go for multidisciplinary publication. It is okay, but first I will fulfill my own requirement, my area, my specialization. Meaning is that too much diversity is giving a sense, too much many research authors are there, that is also giving that somewhat it is a kind of consortium is going there, that you can write introduction, I am good in doing data analysis interpretation, and we can go for collaborative approach and we can do the publication. For publication purpose, as Madam said earlier, that we have to meet the definitely will be. But publishing 3-4 is not a problem if your interest, if that publication is defining your interest and your specialization. Hope I have answered the question.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
ma'am, just
Yes,
1
sir.
minute.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I think the question was related. If, let's say, if one person has published 4 or 5 paper in the same area in the same year, then if somebody is citing those papers, what should be the order of the citing of those papers, and how it is to be decided?
Yes, sir. Two approaches we have discussed, and that was from the audience only. One is systematic review, another is thematic. So based on the approach which we are following, we can say if you're following chronological order, so latest should be reported first, or increasing or decreasing order of year, it is okay, we can. And when it is based on the thematic approach, where appropriate that finding and that statement is fitting with my research, we can fit there. So same researcher, many citation is not a problem if all publications are giving a new information which is important for your research.
I
Hope I have
think
answered, sir.
thank you, sir. I think Prerna ma'am, it will be much more clearer if you are going to ask the question again, that you want to cite the paper in the references or bibliography, or you want to just cite it as a literature review.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm following the author, and they write almost 3 or 4 paper related to my area only. So I just
Okay.
want to understand the citation way, that how could I say, like, let's suppose Golder write the paper in 2015. He write 3 or 4 paper in same year, 2015. So I just want to understand the citation way. Yeah.
Okay. Just visit the website of that publisher. Is it possible that one is published in the month of Jan, another is published in the month
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
June?
Exactly.
Yes, and accordingly you can assign that suffix is that A, B, C, D. Same publisher,
Okay.
no, same author, number of 3-4 publication in the same year. We can differentiate with the issue and volume number, especially the month in which month it was published. Accepted.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
I hope the
And
answer is
I think, sir, is it possible to see you? Samsher Singh, sir?
Shamsher, sir.
Um,
Please switch on the camera.
yeah, I'm trying to switch on the camera, but it is not being. Let me just try once again.
Okay, sir.
So there is another question. In the meantime, we can take the questions. So
Yes,
what is
please.
the best approach to address the reviewer criticism? It's asked by
Approach.
Anit Kaur. Yeah. How to address the reviewer criticism, sir? How to address the reviewer's criticism?
Reviewers?
Criticism, sir.
Okay, criticism
I think
is, sir, namaste.
just a minute, sir. Namaste, sir.
Sir,
Instead
you are
of
visiting,
saying
sir.
criticism, we may say that how to address the comments given by the reviewer. I think that is the right
reviewers,
kind of the question.
see the reviewers will going to have a clear question that so and so is already reported. You need to revise or you need to add this one. So I don't think they are using any kind of vague statement for that. And somewhat, no, if leading publishers are there, they will give you the example also, sample they will attach that follow this as a sample, and you can revise your correct. So whether it is the suggestion or comment or review is coming from introduction part, or it is talking about the flow of your writing, or it is talking about that argument is not helping, or your literature is old, So they are not having very vague statement. In that case, it is very clear, easy for you to understand, and accordingly you can revise. If something is there which you can defend, I don't think it is there. Always research is having some justifications. Research is very simple process if you follow the appropriate process, and it is very complicated if you are not having understanding of right approach. So comments will be very to the point, and accordingly we need to incorporate. Yes, sir. Now you are visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I think after a
Thank you so
long
much, sir.
time we are seeing each
Yes,
other.
sir. Correct, sir. It's a very long time.
And
Uh,
how are you, sir?
Sir, let's go ahead with the session first, then we'll
Yes, sir.
surely.
Sir, I think we have two topics today for the discussion. One is literature review, another is statistical analysis. So my request that we can have 15-20 minutes of break so that we can recap and generate question from the literature, and then we can start the statistical analysis part. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. It's perfectly fine, sir. It's 11:43 now. Let's join by 11:55 or 12, as you wish.
When, sir?
Maybe 10 minutes break and then we rejoin.
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
All right. Thank you. Meantime, they can
Thank you so
have
much.
tea, coffee. I'm also going for the same, and then we'll resume with a statistical analysis part.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All the participants are requested to rejoin again after 10 minutes.
They can remain joined one. They can be active participant after 10 minutes. No need to log out and rejoin again. They can remain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you stay connected. So we'll be joining after 10 minutes. You can take 10 minutes break. Thank you so much, everyone.
Right. Recording can be stopped for 10 minutes, and once session starts again, it can be resumed.
Okay, sir.